evening and welcome. You're on to Aspheric TV and this is the evening news wrap-up. My name is Double Gifts. The headlines. Federal government won't pay ASU members for strike period, says Minister. House of Reps to probe Agric Ministry over 18.9 billion naira contracts for bush clearing. Police nabbed 3 suspects, recover 20 cores from a shrine in Edo. Emirates Airline suspends all flights to Nigeria from September 1. We'll go on a quick break. When we return, I'll give you details of this and more. Please stay with us. Now the news. The federal government has declared that the striking public university lecturers will not be paid salaries for the 5 months they have been on strike to serve as a deterrent to other government workers. The Minister of Education, Adamu, who disclosed this to newsmen on Thursday at the weekly ministerial press briefing at the State House, Abuja, said government has refused to give in to the demand by the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU, for their members to be paid the backlog of salaries withheld over the ongoing strike, saying it is meant to be the penalty for their needless action. According to him, not paying the lecturers' backlog of salaries will deter others who may contemplate strike in future. He said the strike by the university-based unions came despite the trillions of naira expended on education by the present administration directly, as well as by agencies such as State Fund and UBEC. The minister stated that 5 of the university-based unions will likely call off their strike within the next 1 week, while that of ASU is not certain. He, however, noted that ASU had begun consultations with their members to determine whether to call off their strike as well. Adamu also said that the University Peculiar Personnel and Payroll System and the University Transparency Accountability Solution UTAS outscored the Integrated Personnel Payroll and Information IS during the integrity tests conducted, affirming that ASU's peculiarities will be accommodated in whatever platform that may be adopted. The minister, however, stressed that UTAS has not been approved by government as it's been speculated in some quarters. Chairman of the House of Representatives Committee on Public Accounts, OK, has said the House is investigating the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development over the award of contracts worth 18.9 billion naira to several companies to clear bushes during the COVID-19 lockdown. OK, who spoke at the resumed investigative hearing of the committee, said the House was interested in finding out the location of the projects and their significance. The House, he said, had summoned officials of the ministry and the companies involved to appear before it. But the companies that were supposed to appear before the House yesterday did not, and no reason was given for their absence. OK said the companies are to appear before the Committee on Investigation of Contracts awarded by the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development of roads, bush clearing, land preparation and rehabilitation of soil and plant laboratories video utilization of funds from service-wide votes between 2013 and 2021. He added, during the lockdown, as a result of COVID-19, Some companies took contracts worth about 18 billion naira for bush clearing from the Federal Ministry of Agriculture for land preparation, rehabilitation of soil plant lab and others. We cannot shave their heads in their absence, so we have invited them to come and give us their own side by responding to the issues and show us the places they are supposed to have cleared. They have to take us to the land they cleared. We have invited the Ministry of Agriculture and they have made submissions, but some of their members whose constituencies these projects were supposed to be domiciled doubted the existence of the projects. For fair hearing, we have invited the companies that got the contracts for them to come and tell this committee where and when the jobs were executed. We will wait till the end of hearing today to see if they will appear. If they are not here, we will do the needful to get them to come. Also, the House of Representatives ad hoc committee probing subsidies from 2017 to 2021 has summoned Sahara Energy to appear before it on September 7. Committee Chairman Ibrahim Alihu berated the company for failing to appear at yesterday's investigative hearing without sending any communication for its action. The lawmaker said issues were raised about the company's legal status, among others, that needed to be addressed in the ongoing fuel subsidy probe. The investigative hearing continued today, August 16th, and we were supposed to have in appearance Sahara Energy Limited on Tuesday, August 9th. Sahara Energy appeared before the committee. There were issues raised concerning their legal status, which have to do with the company's profile. It was resolved by this committee that Sahara Energy should appear on August 16th to give more clarification on the company's legal status and other issues as resolved by this committee. Aliyu said the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, is also expected to appear before the committee today, while Hadi Energy, the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, and the Ministry of Finance are to appear before the committee tomorrow. The police in Edo State have arrested 3 male suspects while in a ritual shrine along Asoro Slope off Ekenhua Road, Uzebu Quarters in Benin. Deputy Police Public Relations Officer in the state, Jennifer Iwebu, disclosed the arrest in a statement on Thursday, saying operatives acted on information from members of the public. She said operatives of the Edo State Police Command also recovered 20 corpses from the shrine during the operation. 2 of the suspects, Chimaobi Okoewu and Oko Samuel, come from Afipo in Ebonyi State, while the 3rd suspect, Gideon Sunday, police operatives are making efforts to apprehend other fleeing suspects in connection with the crime. According to the deputy police spokesperson, the 20 recovered corpses include 15 males, 3 females and 2 children. Following credible information that some corpses were discovered in a building along Asoro Slope off Ekenhua Road, Uzebu Quarters, Benin City, operatives of the command immediately mobilized to the scene, the statement read. At the scene, 3 suspects of Akwa Ibom State were arrested while others fled. An intensive effort is ongoing to arrest the other fleeing suspects. 15 mummified male corpses, 3 mummified female corpses and 2 mummified children corpses were discovered at the scene. Reacting to the arrest, the Edo State Commissioner of Police Abutu Yaro directed the Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of the State Criminal Investigation Department to carry out a discreet investigation to unravel the circumstances surrounding the discovered corpses. He equally called on the general public to be calm, assuring that the police command will continue to ensure the safety of all law-abiding citizens and those residing in the state. Emirates Airlines on Thursday said it will suspend its flight operations to Nigeria from September 1, 2022. The flag carrier of the United Arab Emirates, UAE, disclosed this in a statement. blaming its decision on the inability to repatriate its earnings in foreign exchange from Nigeria. This is coming about 3 weeks after the airlines appealed to the Minister of Aviation, Hadi Sirika, to support the repatriation of its revenue, said to be $85 million. Nigeria is facing a forex exchange crisis, and this has also affected the nation's local currency, Naira, to depreciate against the dollar. In a letter addressed to the minister and signed by Sheik Majid Al Mualla, Emirates Airlines Divisional Senior Vice-President, International Affairs, Emirates said the planned reductions in its operations in Nigeria will take effect from August 15, 2022. It stated that flights will be reduced from 11 per week to 7 per week at the Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos. We have had no choice but to take this action to mitigate the continued losses Emirates is experiencing as a result of funds being blocked in Nigeria, the airlines said. As of July 2022, Emirates has $85 million of funds awaiting repatriation from Nigeria. This figure has been rising by more than $10 million every month as the ongoing operational costs of our 11 weekly flights to Lagos and 5 to Abuja continue to accumulate. Noting that the funds are urgently needed to meet its operational costs and maintain the commercial viability of its services to Nigeria, the airline said it cannot continue to operate at the current level in the face of mounting losses, especially in the challenging post-COVID-19 climate. It added Emirates did try to stem the losses by proposing to pay for fuel in Nigeria in Nairas, which would have at least reduced one element of our ongoing costs. However, this request was denied by the supplier. This means that not only are Emirates revenues accumulating, we also have to send hard currency into Nigeria to sustain our own operation. Meanwhile, our revenues are out of reach and not even earning credit interest. Your Excellency, this is not a decision we have taken lightly. Indeed, we have made every effort to work with the Central Bank of Nigeria to find a solution to this issue. Our Senior Vice-President met with the Deputy Governor of the CBN in May and followed up on the meeting by letter to the Governor himself the following month. However, no positive response was received. Meetings were also held with Emirates' own bank in Nigeria and in collaboration with IATA to discuss improving FX allocation, but with limited success. Despite our considerable efforts, the situation continues to deteriorate. We are now in the unfortunate position of having to cut flights to mitigate against further losses going forward. It further asked the Nigerian government for support to address its financial constraints, said to be a primary issue to the airline's operations. That's the news. My name is Dabur Gifts. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Aspheric TV on YouTube, and also follow us on all of our social media platforms. On Facebook, we are official Aspheric News. On Instagram and Twitter, we are Aspheric News. Thanks for watching. Bye.